Hello everyone and welcome back to another speed build. Today we're doing another challenge like the every room is a different pack, every room is a different, Disney princess, blah blah blah. Today we're doing every room is a different city, kind of turned into every room is a different country. And I filmed this a while ago but just never got around to editing it because it took so long to build. So we're going to do that today and we're going to finish this and get this up. So we're here with Cacti Casa, I believe. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's this build that's in Oasis Springs, just with the normal Sims pack. And the layout's very weird, so I'm excited to see what we can do with this today. So we just kind of got rid of all the crazy stuff, threw some hardwood floors down, and we're going to be starting off with the front of the house here, and for the front of the house we're going to be doing Thailand. So we're seeing Bangkok or just Thailand in general. And so some of the inspirations for this, when I was reading about Thailand, is that Thailand's really inspired by other cultures and a lot of their neighboring countries. It's very traditional, but also with modern takes. So I tried to use some more traditional looking hardwood floors, things like that, but also some really modern windows and doors and things like that to give a bit of a modern feel as well. And honestly, this part in the middle really wasn't working for me. It was just too odd to try to design around, so I built it into the room, and now we just have a huge kind of fishbowl entryway in the middle here, which is kind of funny. Since Thailand has a lot of beaches and outdoor space, we put the sunroof in so they'll get a lot of natural light in here. And to keep things kind of minimalist but classy looking, we used the white furniture. Some other inspirations were natural wood and bamboo and large windows and doors. So you can see we have quite a few large windows in here, and I added quite a few plants to get that feel of nature and greenery in here. One of the big themes is bringing the outdoors in, so you'll see me put just a ton of plants in here, try to get a lot of really cool tropical looking ones. I'm sure they're not 100% correct or probably even 50% correct, but definitely giving that feeling of bringing the outdoors in. And then got a little playful with changing around the size of them and putting them inside of each other and things like that. Some other things we wanted to put in was a lot of white, so we have the white furniture, a lot of wood, especially on the walls and the floor. So I think this wall pattern is actually wooden. At least it looked wooden to me, so we're going with it. Some other inspirations were wall hangings, wood carvings. I wanted to put a big ornate mirror on here, so it's a really nice entryway when you walk in the house. And the last thing that we would need, which was obviously the first thing that we added, was a water feature. So since Thailand is a country surrounded by water, I wanted to make sure we have that in there. I know there's a lot of elephants in Thailand, a lot of animals. So I really love this little elephant fountain here. Just when you walk right in the house, I love that. I feel like this house is definitely for an adventurer, maybe a couple of adventurer friends or an adventurer couple that's looking to have kids. But I love just when you walk right in the house, it's just boom. You're in Thailand, water feature, plants, amazing. So moving on to the kitchen dining room. Again, this floor plan is very open, so we're gonna make this whole area Portugal. Someone actually left a comment and requested Portugal, so thank you for that. I love it when you guys leave comments, and let me know if you have any other countries or cities that you'd like to see me do in the comment section below. Some of the things that I was looking at for Portugal is they have a lot of traditional tiles. So there's nothing that looked 100% like them in The Sims, but I think these blue and white tiles look pretty similar. There's just really colorful painted tiles, and a lot of them were blue and white. Some other things that came up were natural fibers, wood floors, large windows. So of course we have the same wood floors in here as we had in Thailand. Apparently everyone likes wood floors, no matter where you are, so good to know. And again, we have the huge windows just all along the walls, so you'll get lots of natural light in here. Another cool thing is apparently in Portugal you see a lot of fun molding, so on doors or things like that. I couldn't really find anything 100% like that, but thought this door was pretty fun regardless. Then put a bunch of accessories in here, again trying to go for the more of the natural wood look. Since it's Europe and people in Europe love coffee, we put a little espresso bar over here so that your sim can come over here and make all the espresso drinks to their heart's content. And we kept the layout pretty open. A lot of the pictures that I looked at of places in Portugal had a pretty simple design, So, you know, there's a lot of natural wood floors, things like that. And then not too much clutter or furniture or other things. So, kept this pretty simple, put in kind of your basic kitchen essentials, and that's it. The other thing that I added to this room were some red flowers. So someone commented, they said for Portugal, red flowers are really important, such as red carnations or red roses. So carnations were used in revolution against dictatorship, and the roses are a part of the legend of the miracle of Queen Saint Isabel. So there's some fun Portuguese history for y'all. That's why we have some red roses in this room. I don't think we technically have carnations, but I think these other red flowers looked pretty close. For the dining table, again, use this opportunity to use some more of the natural fibers in the rug and also these chairs, and then use some natural wood. And then just made some simple plant over here in the corner to finish off the room. Moving into the bedroom here, so this area I wanted to do Cape Town, South Africa. I haven't done anything on the African continent yet. Well, actually, I think we did Morocco, but haven't branched out too much in Africa. So starting off here with South Africa, one of the big things that I read about for them was bringing the outdoors in. So one of those things was, again, huge windows. Luckily, pretty much every culture in this build likes the huge windows, so we just have them all throughout the house. To help bring the outdoors in, tried to use some more of the natural rugs. We have the grass rug here, which I thought was really cool. Some other things that are pretty common, I think, in South Africa, it seemed like there was a lot of space, so the rooms are very large. You know, they have large lamps, a lot of large decorations, and the rooms were mostly neutral with a lot of yellow, so some yellow accents. And then some other things we use for accents are cowhide, like skulls, horns, things like that. So we found a couple of these here to put on the dresser, and to again kind of bring the outdoors in, put a lot of plants in here and some large floor lamps. Try to get some more leather looking chairs to kind of keep with that leather cowhide sort of vibe. And then I was trying to fit this in. Originally I was going to do 2 rooms, kind of a kid's room and then maybe a parent's room, but it wasn't really fitting, so I ended up kind of getting rid of one of the beds and switching it into a study instead. And luckily, as soon as we got rid of the bed, that gives us the opportunity to put another huge window in here. So I did put some desks in here, trying to keep things as neutral as possible. And then there's some room to add some kids things in here. So I'm thinking this family, maybe 2 parents who did a lot of traveling and adventuring and brought back a lot of things from their travels from different countries. And now they have a younger child or 2. And so they're decorating with some things for the kids as well. And then we put the soccer poster on the wall. Luckily, 1, because it's yellow, and 2, because soccer's a huge thing in South Africa. And they had the World Cup once, so that's pretty awesome. And then for the bathroom, kept it pretty neutral, lots of wood, and then just put some white accents. Little last yellow accents here on the bed, make it look like a cute little resort destination. A nice little reading nook over here, which I just love. And then for the last side of the house over here, we're going to do India. So when I was looking up inspiration for India, it seemed really half and half, where some things were really modern, where it's more minimalist, kind of marble floors, still a lot of the fun gold and wood and vibrant colored accents. And then the other half of the decoration seems to be more traditional, where you have a lot of more of the heavy wood pieces, a lot of gold, a lot of fun rugs, really vibrant colors. So this room on the left here, I cut some of this out because this turned out to be a super long build, but this is our more modern side of the house. And then on the right side, we'll do more of the traditional. So for the more modern side of India, we wanted some really vibrant colors. Another thing that's big is wood. So a lot of the furniture is wooden. We put these wooden blinds in here. And then on the right here, for what's more of our kids' room, I just pulled out as many things that seem more traditionally Indian as I could. So we have a lot of vases, a lot of bright colors. Obviously here we went for a much brighter color on the wall. A lot of gold accents, bird cages, mirrors, chests, some fun rugs, anything that just seemed really vibrant and colorful and fun. So here we have another little study space over here, maybe for more of the kids to play in. And then for this room, I actually used this hack I found on creating a cool bed that should be functional. Out of 2 of the benches and then just a normal bed. Put a huge colorful rug in here. So this, I'm thinking this is more a parent's room and they have a kid as well, or maybe kind of an older sibling, younger sibling room for the kids to share. So I love this painting. I thought this seemed very fitting with the theme of the room. And then some of the main colors that I wanted to use were red, orange, pink, and yellow. So I tried to use a little bit of all of those in here so you can see it's quite bright, very warm, a lot of those yellow and orange tones especially. And then since there's a lot of history in India, I want to make sure we put the map here to kind of signify all of the history from the region, as well as some other fun wall decorations. And I ended up moving all this furniture around. I had trouble fitting it in here a little bit, so I ended up moving it around and kind of toning down the walls a little bit. But we still keep a lot of those accent colors, a lot of the fun lighting. And marble floors are big in India, so we have marble floors in here. And since this is a kid's room, I wanted to put some kid accents in here as well. Give them a place to sit, give them a fun tiger rug, and some other things like that. I'm going to put the screenshots here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of this inspiration from different countries. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and I'll see you next time.